They called it the Soviet Dream, a vision of equality, progress, and power. But behind the dream lay an empire built not on hope, but on fear. An empire of camps, where millions vanished without a trace. This was the Gulag. Across the frozen wilderness of Siberia, the screams of the forgotten echoed through the snow. No courts, no mercy, no freedom, only survival. The birth of the Gulag. The Gulag system began in the early 1930s, Stalin's answer to dissent, defiance, and disobedience. What was first called labor reform soon became a machine of terror. Anyone could be labeled an enemy of the state, a farmer refusing collectivization, a teacher who spoke too freely, even a loyal communist who simply knew too much. Arrests came in the night. Men and women were torn from their homes. No trial, no evidence. They were loaded onto trains that vanished into the icy north. The destination? Correctional labor camps, where life was measured not in years, but in how long you could endure the cold. Inside the camps. Life inside the Gulag was a slow death. Prisoners woke before dawn, their rations a crust of frozen bread and thin soup. Their task? To build roads, cut timber, mine coal, or dig canals through solid ice. The Siberian cold was merciless. Frostbitten fingers snapped like twigs. Those who collapsed from exhaustion were beaten or simply left to die. The guards didn't need bullets. Hunger, cold, and despair did the killing. Yet here, in this land of horror, humanity flickered. Prisoners shared their last piece of bread. They whispered songs of freedom when guards weren't listening. But every dawn reminded them, escape was impossible. The Gulag was a world sealed by ice and fear. The price of a thought. In Stalin's Soviet Union, a whisper could be a death sentence. A joke, a complaint, even silence could send you to the camps. Neighbors denounced each other. Children reported their parents. Fear became the air people breathed. The secret police came at night. Boots on wooden floors. A knock on the door. Then voices, shouting names, and the sound of a truck driving away. By morning, another family was gone. The charges? Enemy of the people. Anti-Soviet behavior. No one knew what those words truly meant, and that was the point. When truth itself becomes a crime, everyone is guilty. The numbers behind the horror. Between 1930 and 1953, more than 18 million people passed through the Gulag system. Over 2 million never returned. They died from cold, hunger, disease, or execution. Entire generations disappeared into Siberia's frozen soil. Their names erased, their stories silenced, all in the name of progress. The Soviet propaganda called them traitors. In reality, they were teachers, poets, workers, mothers, and soldiers, victims of a system that valued obedience above life. voices of the lost. Some survived, broken, scarred, but alive. They carried the memory of the camps within them for the rest of their lives. When the truth finally surfaced years later, their testimonies shook the world. They spoke of hunger so deep that people forgot what bread smelled like, of nights so cold that dreams froze before morning, and of friends who simply stopped waking up. One survivor wrote, "We were not numbers. We were human beings, and we remembered each other's names." Their voices are the heartbeat of a nation that tried to forget. The Fall and the Memory. After Stalin's death in 1953, the Gulag system began to crumble. Camps were closed, records were hidden, and the state tried to erase its crimes. But the scars never vanished. Even today, beneath the snow of Siberia, lie the bones of those who never came home. Unmarked graves stretching across thousands of miles, silent witnesses to one of history's darkest chapters. The Gulag was more than a prison. It was a mirror, reflecting what happens when fear becomes power, and power becomes absolute. Between fear and silence, millions disappeared. But memory never dies.